What is up, Poke fans? This is LaserStorm here with you guys today, and today I have two narrated Showdown battles. Now, I apologize for not posting many Wi-Fi battles lately on my DS. I have been very busy and had little time to record. However, I have been recording a lot of matches, and I should have some good content up for you guys shortly. In the meantime, head over to my channel and check out my partner Reckless Ride-On's playthrough, Nuzlocke of Pokemon Silver version. It is something to watch. And without further ado, here is an NU match against someone I found on Showdown. I'll see his name in a minute. And this is featuring a new team. Let me know if you guys want me to use this in a Wi-Fi battle. It is an all Eviolite team. So let's see if you guys have fun and let's go. So I start the first battle here. I'm on the other side. I apologize for being on that side. And I start off with my Sandshrew. And I'm going to switch out after he goes for an energy ball. I set up my rocks. I somehow live that. And I go right into my Natu. Now I'm going to U-turn on the Regirock switch and go out into my Monferno. Of course, Eviolite, not Iron Fist. I'm going to go for a close combat just to see how much damage I can get off on this thing. Now he goes for his own rocks after I do about 46% there, and I'm going to go out into my girder knowing that a physical move is going to come my way. So I easily take that Drain Punch, and he's going to go for the Parahax there. He does get the Parahax, but unfortunately for him, I do run Guts on this girder, so my Drain Punch is going to do a lot of damage to him. Now this is going to be a 2-hit KO from that range, so I get most of my HP back, and he makes a great play here and goes into Mischievous. However, I predict that and go for the payback and hit this thing hard. Now he does go for a Pain Split, but that doubles the power of my payback, and I just completely annihilate this thing. I do manage to go for the payback after he tries to Shadow Ball me, and I get off some good damage. Now I know that my girder is pretty much useless for the rest of this match, so I just sack it to this Meganium. Now I go into my Duosion because this is my special defensive Duosion, and I set up a Calm Mind as he starts firing off Giga Drains. Now I play it safe and just go for the recover so I can get some health up, and I'm going to go for a second Calm Mind. Now I know this Kadabra probably has a Shadow Ball or the Signal Beam, but I'm pretty sure I can take it, and I take that very nicely. Eviolite Duosion is not something you want to mess with. So after I go for a Signal Beam and bring him down to Sash, I recover up, and I am just going to now take him out with the Signal Beam on the next turn. Now he goes into his Lunoon, and I do have some defensive investment, and look how well I take that hit, guys. It only does 36%, and I take him out with the Psychic. Now he goes for the Outrage, and I take that again. So I play it safe, and I'm just going to start spamming Recover here until he gets Confusion, because there's no point of me trying to lose my Duosion here this early in the game. I already have two Calm Minds set up. So he does get the Confusion. I'm hoping that he misses or hits himself, and he actually goes for the Dragon Dance thinking that I was going to recover, and I take him out with the Psychic. Now he switches into his Regirock, goes for a Rock Slide, only does 22% and gets the Flinch Hacks. Unfortunate for me, that does not do much. So I decide to go for a Psychic and take him out. Now he's going to bring his Meganium, and I'm easily just going to go for a Signal Beam. However, I do misclick and go for the Psychic. Still does good damage, just stalls out my win a little longer. Now I do go for the Signal Beam, take him out, and that is good game. So I won 5-0. This is a cool little Eviolite team. I never showed you guys my Roselia, but I think you guys would like it. Now I'm going to show you my OU game. This one featured my Sand team. It has some pretty interesting sets on it. My Tyranitar runs a Choice Band. My Keldeo runs a Choice Scarf. And there's just a lot of fun things going on. My Jirachi is a very bulky defensive core, along with my Landorus. So without further ado, let's start this match. So I'm going to lead off with my Landorus. I'm on this side of the map this time. And I'm going to just go right out for the U-turn and switch into my Jirachi, fearing an Ice move. He does go for the Shell Smash here, very smart on his part. And he smashes up, gets some good stats going there. Now I'm going to show you guys how much of a little pest Jirachi can actually be. This thing can stall people out for days. I go for Protect just to see what he wants to do, and then I see that he gets trying to fire off Hydro Pumps on me. So I'm going to hit him with an Iron Head, and then just Wish Protect up until I get some decent health where I can throw other moves at him. Now he could have played it smart and started Shell Smashing again, realizing that I was doing some Wish Protecting, but he only figures that out after many 2 turns later on. So I'm going to Protect, Wish up, This time I decided to go for the kill, and he does go for the Icicle Spear, which does some pretty hefty damage. He does get one crit there, thank God, not more than that. And sorry guys, I did go for the Wish Protect there, I forgot. Now I think on this turn he does go for Rock Blast as I wish again. Now he's going to predict me to Protect, so he goes for a Shell Smash again. But I saw that I was at 80% health, and I figured I may as well just take him out. So I'm back at full health. Look at that, guys. Stalled him out there. So I decided to protect on the first turn to see what this Porygon wanted to do. And I see he's using Dark Pulse. And I don't really see why he's using that. So I'm going to go for some Body Slams to try and get some Parahacks out. And I do Body Slam and get the Parahacks on this Jolteon. Now I know I can take hits from this thing all day. So I'm going to protect first to scout what he's going to do. Maybe a Volt Switch or something. But he just goes straight for the Thunderbolt. So now I'm going to try and use my Searing Grace ability and get some Paraflinching going here. And I do get it on the first turn. He does hit me with a Thunderbolt on the second turn, but then dies to Life Orb. So I am sitting around 72 health. I know that this Porygon Z can't really do anything to me, so I'm going to Wish Up first turn. Second turn, I'm going to go for a Body Slam, and what do you know? I get the Parahacks again. This Jirachi is just doing work this match. So now I'm begging that I don't that he gets a Paraflinch, and he does not. Hits me hard with an Earthquake. So I decided to make a ballsy play here and just go for the Iron Head, predict hopefully getting a Paraflinch, and I do. So I managed to take him out. That Haxor's threat is gone. Now he goes into the Ninetales, fearing the Flamethrower. I go into my Choice Band and T-Tar, takes that beautifully. However, I do get the burn, so my attack is nullified. I am sitting about 252 EVs in attack, and I go for the Stone Edge, and it just does not kill. It was so close to killing, and it just couldn't take him out. So he's just going to sack his Ninetales. I win the Weather War this match, and I'm sitting really good right now, 6-0. So he brings out his Porygon, goes for that Tri-Attack, hits me hard. I go for the Choice Band and Stone Edge, do reasonably good damage to this thing, and take him out. Now I have free turn to go into my Choice Scarf Keldeo, spam Secret Swords, and I take out that Porygon Z, and now I just take out this Ludicolo in 2 turns. I guess he went for the Rain Dance. Maybe he thought he could, swift some up, but a Choice Scarf Keldeo does not play around. It is very fast. I take him out. That is a good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 matchups. Let me know if you want to see these teams on Wi-Fi. I have them created, and I'm thinking of making some battles with them. Give me your opinions. I hope you guys liked it. Please check out my channel, our channel I should say. There's some really fun content on there right now. We are trying to grow really big. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.